Benny, Philip, I like writing. I mean novels. I like writing novels even though I don't often do it, but the reason I don't often do it is I find it hard. Not because anything else, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack a bit. The reason I write these novels is I like creating a world where I'm in control of the world. I created the world, and I just like watching it work and happen, because it's like making your own machine. You make all the gears and place them exactly, and you know what each gear is supposed to do, and then you turn it on and everything just works. However, I have an issue. Two issues, in fact. The first is I have a hard time when my characters actually have to make a choice. And the other is, as a narrator, I don't like the way my voice sounds when I'm currently writing. All my characters, all of them, good, bad, evil, nice, kind, mean, cruel, selfish, giving, happy, sad, enthusiastic, all of them are me. Not me, but me like an image. An image which can be twisted, mirrored, aged, damaged. But they're all me, nothing more. They can't be anything more. And if you ask me to describe any of my characters off the bat, you ask me to tell me what they will do in a specific situation, but you ask me what they will choose. While some of them I'll have an answer, others I don't. Would they choose one thing that they like or another? And that kind of choice, the fact that they can't choose, I think stems from the fact that I have a hard time choosing. When I have these free choices, I can choose between things I like, or I have to choose between a group of things that I dislike. I have a hard time doing it. Just choosing to come to the decision when there is no stress or pressure from anyone else, and just your need to choose. How do you choose? And that's reflected in nearly all my characters, with the exception of the ones that don't have a choice. And now for the second part. I love sitting down, and when I start writing, I write, and I can write for hours without noticing. However, every time I go back to my writing, it feels bland and empty, as if the person writing just doesn't know what he's doing. Because when I try to be elaborate, I try to paint a picture, I have to choose between painting the picture like I want to paint it and making sure other people can understand. I have to prioritize other people understanding, otherwise they won't like my story. They won't understand my story. It always sounds to me when I go back and read my voice as if it's not me. And that's my biggest issue with it. How to make my voice my own, the voice that I'm writing with, and still have other people understand it without me having to try so hard to make sure they understand it. People tell me that if I keep writing, I will find my voice. But I don't think I need to keep writing to find my voice. I know my voice. I know what I want to write and how I want to write. The issue is that most of the time people don't understand me. And that's what hurts. That's why I have a hard time with it, because they don't understand my voice. It's the point of... So, despite having 3 or 4 ideas for stories that are fully fleshed out, and I can actually start writing in any of them and have fun writing them, I can't, because every time I write I feel like it's a burst of color followed by a long grey road, and then suddenly another burst of color to then suddenly disappear. Isn't that how writers sound? That you have to make the burst as big as possible to make sure it lasts until the next one? Is that how all writers sound? Ben, Philip, I'll see you next week.